Take a piece of that.
Hello, everybody.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum, peace be upon you, and welcome to Salam Cafe. Nice shirt? I hope so.
that cannot be your shirt. It's about 7 sizes too big.
But very comfy looking, might I add.
If you're going to talk about my shirt, I'm going to talk about your hair, mate. So let's not go there from mutual benefit.
Well, I think we should go to Waleed's hair.
Let's start on my right with Tolto. Assalamu alaikum, Tolto.
Walaikum salam. How are you, I should ask. No one seems to ask how you are. It's always asking.
Very true, Tolto.
How are you, Ahmed?
Alhamdulillah.
That's good to hear.
I'm well. Glad you asked.
So am I.
You're
See what happens when someone asks me a question and it all goes blank?
It goes to disarray.
I should ask you, how are you, the cleaner?
I'm very well, alhamdulillah.
Not on the end anymore.
No, I'm still getting used to it, being the penultimate one. Does it mean second last? Yes. Say that. I'm doing very well.
Fantastic. Good on you. I like the scarf and the end of the... You have to show the audience, yeah.
I think I'm
black and black and black.
We've got big sleeves tonight.
Don't wear those when you eat soup. That's my advice.
Okay.
Yeah, there's...
I think they're from the 70s, Susan. No?
Yeah, I'll take my fashion advice from you.
Look, he's got a really good...
Hey, don't defend Hijab, man. Right?
Yeah, sorry.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
How are
salam.
you?
I'm very well, Ahmed. How are you?
Very good. How's that chai coming along?
That chai is bubbling along, mate, as we speak.
The antennas, you're looking after them for us?
I am. I polished them last week, actually. Do you notice
Mr.
this?
Sheen?
Mr. Sheen, yeah.
Do you still make coffee, or is it
Of
just...
course I make What are you drinking?
It's not coffee. Actually, if this is coffee, you're in serious trouble.
It was coffee.
They look like sort of glorified shiny sugar bowls up there next to
Yeah,
your
they do,
coffee
actually.
machine, the little milk.
Yeah,
Maybe
very
we could make
subtle.
it
Maybe
functional.
you could cut the
Cut
top off
the
and
lid
put it
out.
like a sugar.
Actually, I've got to say, I think there's gold paint's coming off, but anyway.
You mean it's not real gold?
No, I found it on my finger the other day.
Speaking of real gold, I reckon what's golden is the latest shopping craze in Melbourne so far. Like Melbourne's weather, fashion is always unpredictable, but I've realised that now, I suppose the girls can relate to me on this one, but it's easier to find clothes that are Islamically appropriate, so that is like covered, so to speak, compared to before.
You mean like long
definitely.
arms?
Yeah, like long
tops?
arms, long skirts.
The
you know, it's like-
ponchos help.
No, I remember before, like, no joke, we had to go shopping around in granny clothes until like a few months back, get them altered and try and make them look good. I mean, it looked quite awful actually, but yeah, I reckon.
Well,
it
I was
excellent.
going to add, hopefully this will stay till the end of the year, till summer, because at the start of the year, zips holes everywhere in the strangest places, and I thought it was very difficult to find.
Actually, you know what?
covered
Waleed was
tops.
complaining about that this morning.
Yeah, I know. The zips, you know, a bit crazy.
Yeah. No, seriously, I reckon it's great though. It'll probably change again, but to all the Muslim girls out there, stock up while you can, wherever you can get them. Definitely.
Right, let's talk about footy or something. Just
I've got no idea what they're talking about. It's true, what men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Is that what
something like that.
Well,
I was
going to say, I hear that Salam Cafe to go have examined this issue in further detail.
down at Chadstone, they've
Yes.
gone off and
Good old Shaddy.
Yeah,
the fashion capital of Melbourne, or at least the southeast anyway.
we'll see how it goes.
Let's go have a look at Salam Cafe to go and see what the team gets up to. Should be interesting as always. We'll be back after this.
We're just here at the fashion capital, Chadstone. Verity's just dragged me along because she thinks I need to change my fashion sense. So what are we going to do here today, Verity?
You know, pick out some clothes because, you know, you're a bit dorky and... Yeah.
And maybe even talk to some people and find out what fashionable people have to say about random things. Let's get to it.
We are here. Okay, so Chadstone is a fashion capital. What's it like working in like such a fashionable store?
Really, really busy, like fully flat out all the time. Customers everywhere, kids everywhere. Yeah, really busy.
What's your favourite food?
McDonald's. I don't have one.
Anything deep fried? KFC. Do you cater for hijab? Like, do you have scarves or anything? not really scarves, but we have a lot of things that are like long sleeve and kind of so cover a bit more. So we get a few people who come in looking for things that are high necked or long sleeve.
Were you born in Australia?
No, Sri Lanka.
And hey, same as me. Actually, I wasn't born there, but my parents are. Do you consider yourself Sri Lankan or Australian?
Both.
Okay, you guys are looking really fashionable. Where do you buy your clothes from? No response.
Alright, we're just here at Superstars and Legends. They trade things in for cash. We've actually got here the equivalent of an Oscar. It's called the antenna. It's what we got for Channel 31 because we had such a brilliant show. Just wondering, how much could you give us for this? 20,000, 30,000?
I wouldn't have a clue.
So we're at the fashion capital today. What's your wardrobe like?
I think I'm a fashion victim.
Can I get 2 tickets to Salam Cafe?
So which film, sorry?
Salam Cafe.
Salam Cafe. I'm not sure if we're showing that.
How about if someone from Salam... Oh my god!
Nazim.
Look what Verity just did.
Nazim, you just broke our award.
Verity just broke it. She just
It was
broke
you broke...
the antenna. Verity.
He seriously just broke it.
She broke it. Check this out. She broke the award.
We've got Verity and Nazim here. Showdown. Playing air hockey. Who's going to win? Let's go. Verity! Verity gets the score. It's 1-0. Nazim. Deep pocket, Verity. She gets another one! Oh, she gets another one! 4-zip. Look at that score right there. Unbelievable. Who do you think's going to win?
Him.
Why?
Because he's a man.
Because he's a man. Like, who's going to get this one? Is time going to run out? Oh, Verity's up. Verity champion.
Guess what, everyone? I used to work at Chadstone in my hijab, so maybe I was a bit of a pioneer. I actually used to work at Hoyts in my hijab, and I had to sign a little contract to promise them that my hijab would not get caught in the ticket printer. And I also worked at David Jones in my hijab, so, you know, been there, done that, guys, you know.
I was at Myers at Chatty.
Really?
You worked there?
I worked there for 3 years.
We're taking over.
Hijab in the ticket machine, don't you?
I know. I think they were clutching.
But don't you love lawyers making you something?
Someone made many thousands of dollars out of that one.
Can I ask, is the antenna back in one piece?
It is. I think they didn't have it on that, but I think Nazim took it to Mr. Minute to get it fixed.
Seriously.
And believe me, he paid to get that fixed.
I think we have to suspend Nazim.
Yeah.
Well, as you can see, he hasn't been on the panel for the last few weeks,
no Salam Cafe to go. If he's going to use his responsibility or abuse it to wreck our antennas, we can't trust this sort of thing.
If he was one of my kids, he'd be glad.
What will our viewers say? I know, he's pretty popular. That guy gets fan mail. I'm sure it's all from his mum.
Right. Everyone's entitled to have bad taste. But the good I think it must have been revenge because Verity beat him in the air hockey. And he was
I saw the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Good game that it is.
Oh, yeah, air hockey rocks. Love it.
Fantastic. Okay, guys. After the break, after the break, after the break, that's good. I don't know, I'm nervous, and you'll understand why when we get to the next guest. So, okay, I'll just leave it at that, and we'll see what happens after the break, and yeah, let's just hope everything goes fine. Welcome back to Salam Cafe, and tonight, alhamdulillah, we have a very special guest. We have Jamal Hasson. He has 7th Dan, head instructor of the Olympic Tae Kwon Do Centre, OTC. He's a 4-time Australian champion. I'm very pleased and at the same time very scared to have him sitting next to me. So Jamal, Salam Alaikum, peace be upon you. Welcome to Salam Cafe.
Alaikum Salam. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Our pleasure.
Now, look, I've got to ask the first question because I think we're all a bit scared.
I think there's the perception out there by a lot of people that martial arts is all about violence and hurting people and that sort of thing. In your opinion, would that be correct, or is that a total misunderstanding?
I think it's the other way around. Taekwondo is especially martial arts, included Taekwondo and rest of the sport, more discipline, control, and focus. That's what we teach in our schools. I've been teaching Taekwondo since 1977.
Whoa.
So almost
That's before
30
I was born.
years.
Me too.
Almost 30 years.
Come on, mate.
And most of my students, if they are troublemaker in the street and they came to learn Taekwondo, they become a better person and better citizen. So this is what Taekwondo and martial art are all about.
That's true, actually. I know because, maybe it's just me, but I know maybe a handful of people who do martial arts, and they're all really calm, relaxed, balanced sort of people.
So it's about making yourself a better person.
See, anybody who joins the Taekwondo or martial art, any other martial art, special instructors, that's what they have to teach them. First, discipline and control. If they don't have that, then they shouldn't teach them. It's very, very important. And we do increase confidence, self-control, and discipline. Any of the students or any of the kids who have problems at backgrounds, when they come to us, become a better person. So sports, it's important, but martial art itself, because of the fighting art, we have to maintain that. And of course, when you watch Kung Fu films, Taekwondo films, and all that, everyone thought that. But it's opposite. It's the other way around. Especially martial artists shouldn't fight in the street, shouldn't try hurt anyone. This is a sport. And of course, if the time comes, you have to defend yourself. You only defend yourself, but you don't hurt people.
Because part of what's taught is that if you do reach a conflict, you are supposed to do everything you can possible to actually avoid a physical confrontation or fight, isn't it, as part of being a martial artist?
That's right. Especially if we have to, let's say in the street, which has happened, people drive a car, you cross the front of them, they've crossed you, and they open the window, they screams and all that. And of course, you don't take much notice of them, but if they cross you and it stops and they walked out on you, you don't have nowhere to go, and it's important, of course, we come out, we don't want to call in the car, we come out, but we approach them straight away, Listen, especially myself, because I'm 17 black belt, I've been learning this since, 12 years old, 13 years old. I straight away tell them, listen, don't mess up with me because I am in qualify this. Don't.
That's like a warning.
Don't come too close to me. So we don't go for hurt people because we learn to fight more than 2, 3, 4 people, and that's why it's one person came in crazy and they want to do anything to you. Just warn them and we tell them, and it's usually do work.
So what sort of, sorry Willie, what sort of people do you target with these, like with, your training? I mean, it's, I suppose, a form of fitness as well. It's not just having, let's get out there and learn how to fight. I did martial arts myself, so don't pick on me, anyone.
And you did martial arts? I am the proverbial meat in the sandwich today. I'm in big trouble.
See, martial art itself, it helps you get fit. This is very important. Fitness is very important. And we are not an instructor of martial arts instructor, but we are fitness instructors too. I especially targeting women too, a lot of women in especially those areas.
Girl power.
I got just women fitness center plus Taekwondo centers. I got 10 different centers all around Melbourne. I'm part of Taekwondo Australia. I'm vice chairman of Taekwondo Victoria. Okay. So we are very highly recognized by sports industry in Australia, and our girls, especially our girls, see, we have to admit that Muslim community, they don't keep their girls in sport.
Yes.
And my duty to educate them, educate parents, girls has to do so.
And I
That's
think,
very important.
And I think on top of that, what's really important is that you've targeted probably the Mecca of Muslims in Broadmeadows, where, you know, that's where, you know, the largest population of Muslims is in, like, the city of Hume. So that's pretty good stuff.
But he's all over Melbourne. You said he got 10 centres?
I myself teaching in Broadmeadows and Faulkner area, and my students, two of my sons teaching also, and also my 9 other instructors, my students, which they are 15 black belts, 14 black belts, down, you know, Noble Park, Preston, Thomastown. We have all the centres around OTC, under umbrella of OTC, and we do have mom come to us and say, excuse me, sir, but my son is bullying from the school. What can I do? And I said, bring it to us. We help him or her to gain bit confidence.
Feel better about
And this is all about discipline, confidence, self-esteem. If we don't maintain that, then you know what we do is no good. You know, we don't just teach and let them in the street.
I saw one of your students, female students, in demonstration, and man, she was scary. Like, she was breaking boards that were like this thick and all that sort of stuff. But she's obviously incredible. But have you had, have you been successful in getting women to come along?
Yeah, we do actually. See, when I first opened my school, you know, long time ago, hardly I have any woman in my school. But later on, we educated also because of my background of youth organisation, IYO. We're running a youth club in Broadmeadows, sponsoring youth. It's my target is get them out of drugs, get them out of alcohol, get them out of marijuana, things like that, and focus training and try to make them better person, less problem for society, and it's very important.
So you're using martial arts to make people better members of society?
It's first, martial art is my business.
Yeah.
This is first. You know, if I say, no, but this and that, I'll be lying. First is my business. Okay? Second...
I'm not going to argue with you.
Whatever you
Second,
say.
yes, true. In my heart, seeing those kids in the street dying, not doing anything, being a bludger, walking around without work, no school, no education, I feel wound in my heart and I have to help them out.
How can people find out about this? I mean, really, you're making it seem like the latest fad to have. Where do we find out about it? I mean, they can come to our website, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll put a link on the website to the ATC. Can I just ask quickly, this is open to everybody?
Everybody, yes.
Okay.
Especially, I mean, I have 4 of my students who's representing Australia all around the world. And 2 of them girl and 2 boys, and I'm proud of them. And yes, especially thousands of kids doing this sport, and 20 only representing Australia all around the world.
Fabulous.
And I'm hoping.
You got 4 of them.
Yes, 4 of them is from my school.
Wow.
And I'm hoping in Olympic, next coming Olympic, 1 or 2 of them might representing Australian Olympic Games. So we're targeting. I used to very focus on kickboxing too, but I'm now switched myself more in Taekwondo. After Olympic Games, Taekwondo become a much more popular. Kickboxing, I produced 3 world champions, and I thought I'll reach what I was targeting. I was targeting to get a world champions, and 3 of my boys reached world championships. Now I'm focused on Taekwondo. I want to get some of my students to win gold medal Olympic Games.
Gold for Australia! Gold!
This is my aim.
But so the other aim you've got to have, surely, is to get 1 or 2 of your students to get a movie script.
Yeah.
The next Karate Kid.
Listen, can I quickly ask a question? Now, alhamdulillah, I don't have any drug problems or anything like that, but could an old woman like me come and learn, or is it too late? Like, if you don't start by the time you're 10, is there just, there's no hope for ever doing the splits and stuff like that?
See, I got moms and dads who bring their kids in training. 6 months, year after, come to me and said, "Sir, can we start training too?" And we love to see them do with their kids, because when they go home, they share their techniques they're going to learn. And sometimes moms become a better martial artist than son and daughter.
We have to wrap it up. I've got an invitation for you. We'll get Salam Cafe to come down, Salam Cafe to go, to come down to the centre to see Susan's first class. How's that? All right. You were all keen for it until you heard what it was, and then you changed your mind.
We're going to get it on film soon.
We have to wrap it up now. That was fantastic, Jamal. Keep up the great work. You're doing fantastic effort across Melbourne, and we hope to have maybe in the future one of your gold medalists on Salam Cafe.
Or in a film.
Yeah. Or both. We'll be back after the break.
Evet.
Welcome back to Salam Cafe. I'm a little bit more comfortable. Jamal's left the room. Great guy, and get along if you can to one of his centres.
I will be.
And the
I'll
guys.
go. I'm ready to have a go.
Well, we're going to be watching you.
That's all right, because I'm ready to see it.
And I think you're out there ready to watch
It
it.
might work against you.
He was so polite to you, Mohammed.
Sorry?
He was so polite to him.
I know.
Always have been,
The way
always will be.
Carry his
I
bag to
noticed you
car.
just stood in your little corner quivering, not prepared to say
I figured if I don't ask him anything, I can't annoy him.
Very good. Let's have emails.
Oh yes.
Update?
Now, well, I don't want to reveal any of the fantastic emails that we have received so far, but I'll just remind you all of the questions, and you can write into us. The question was, what is the most interesting place that you've prayed? Because of course, not only Muslims pray. People of all faith traditions pray. So anyone out there who's from any tradition, background, what have you, email us in. And I've got to tell you, we've had some emails from some very interesting countries. We should put up a bit of a tally. We've had emails so far from Holland, England, America. Where else we had?
Yeah, pretty much
I
all.
thought we had some Middle Eastern.
continent.
We had one from Rome, but
Estonia.
we're still questioning the
I think the only continent missing
Yes,
is Africa. So
yeah.
if someone
Well,
out
what's
there,
your family
email
doing?
us.
And
Come
My
on.
family doesn't have broadband anything.
but because of our fantastic awards at the antennas, we're actually now going up to Brisbane. So in case anyone from Brisbane is watching this now, no doubt you're excited and you can let off the streamers and fireworks now. We'd love to get an email from you too.
But don't bother replying, because really you're about 4 months too late.
Let's not get personal about the Queenslanders.
No.
Let's get back to the session we ran last time. Assad meets the crew, and let's meet the next one.
All right, now we're going to go meet our producer, Jihad. This way. Hello! Hello. This is our main man here. Come over here.
How you going, my
Meet
man?
the audience.
How you going?
What's your name?
Jihad.
Nickname?
G.
What's your role?
Director / editor / Salam to go.
He's the backbone of Salam Cafe.
I'm
All the hard work upstairs.
leading a few others. I don't do it alone.
Couple of questions for you
Sure.
about the panel.
Okay.
Do you think Waleed and Susan's marriage is a publicity stunt, like Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes?
It's possible. Possibly.
Don't you think Assad's Fun Time Talent Search is a better name than Salam Cafe?
100%.
We better work on this, mate.
Definitely.
If Nazim was a marsupial, what would he be?
You'd be a rat.
Everybody says rodent. Amazing, isn't it? Well, I'm not sure if that's marsupial.
Okay.
Are cornflakes really a traditional Lebanese breakfast, telling the truth?
100%. You go to Lebanon, you see it everywhere.
Alright, we'll do some rapping here.
Okay.
You're a rapper, aren't you?
I am.
Jig, a rap with reindeer, baklava, and holes in Monaro.
Okay. J-E-H-A to the D. It's only my name, not war on your country.
You managed to do that without 3 words, actually.
Yeah, they're in my head.
Alright, I believe you. If you had to nominate one of our cast for Australian of the Year, who would it be?
You have to be my man Assad right here.
You're a legend.
100%.
That's the rap from G.
Yeah.
Say goodbye.
Peace out.
Great work, Assad. Let's look at the real Assad.
Now, this is great. While he was upstairs, we picked his
got
driver's
his
license.
wallet.
I can't believe you
Seriously,
guys
this
did
photo must be about 48 years old. Can we get a shot of that? He looks. I I can't believe you.
That does not look like asset. I know.
By the way, no one's getting my driver's license out of my wallet, can I say?
Well, if it's about 13 years old, we're going to get it. We're going to show
Obviously, we're getting desperate for content.
I said, keep up the good work. We've got to run. See you next week. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. Salam Cafe.
Salam Café.